Hello everyone and welcome back to Frugal Gamer, in this series where I'll review cheaper or free or even occasionally AAA titles of video games and determine whether or not they're actually worth your money, whether or not they're worth spending money on, because we all can't afford to throw money at every single game that comes out. In this episode, I will be talking about Marvel Heroes, the free-to-play action MMORPG brought to us by Gazillion Entertainment, which is some people from Blizzard that got branched off of Blizzard and was given licensing to make some Marvel games.
I was about to say, these shits were not in The Last Airbender.
I mean, that could be said about like tons of stuff like Pocahontas or like numerous.
Pocahontas was the final boss of Avatar.
Originally, this game was going to be Marvel Universe, but it got changed around. And it's essentially like a Diablo 3 kind of gameplay as far as top-down, point-and-click action, as it says action MMORPG. But imagine Marvel Ultimate Alliance from the Xbox, but on PC and more with Diablo-style controls. Now, there are a couple good things to say about this game, but overall, not the most impressive game. Marvel Heroes is in fact quite a bit of fun to play with some friends for a few hours and beat up some bad guys as your favorite Marvel hero. However, do not expect to get much more than a couple hour play sessions out of it or even for a longer play session of any length of time. Let's just start out actually with the financials. It is free to play, yes indeed. To play as any character that you probably want to play as, because you get very few characters. Like I started out with the Thing, Hawkeye, Scarlet Woman or Black Widow, and something else. And so I just played as the Thing because it was the closest thing to the Hulk I could play as. But you don't really get much choices. If you want to get more characters, you gotta pay a lot of money. The Founders Pack to get everything before it came out was $200 for a free-to-play game that you don't even know how it plays. Then you have the current character packs you can buy are $60 to $80 a piece for a few characters and some skins for a free-to-play game. Just characters. If you want to buy individual characters, they're like $20 a pop and $14 for skins. That's just absurd. They are just trying to grab each and every dollar Marvel fans will throw at a video game, and that's kind of crazy. Even Ultimate Alliance did not, it had paid DLC for characters, but it did not have DLC that cost that much money for characters for a free-to-play game. Alright, next is the gameplay itself. It's pretty bland. All you do is walk around and beat up punks and thugs and thugettes, and then occasionally you get to a boss, which is a boss from the Marvel Universe, and you beat them up, and then you go fight more thugs and punks. That's it. Rinse and repeat. If you thought, like, a lot of people seem to think that Diablo 3 gameplay was pretty dumbed down and pretty just, people thought that was pretty bland. If you think that was bland, Marvel Heroes is really plain. That being said, like I said before, it is a lot of fun to take that on with friends, get a voice chat going, and just goof off and beat stuff up. That can be fun, but that is not long-term fun. That is not fun on your own. The game itself is not all that fun. There is no in-game as far as anybody can tell. You just kind of pick a new character and keep going. And the inventory management doesn't really allow you to even save up enough items while you're playing one character to donate to another character. So, you only get to play through a couple characters before you should probably end up just being done with the game, which is very disappointing. I was so looking forward to this game, and so far it's just really disappointed me. I feel like they just kind of tried to mix Diablo 3 and DC Universe Online together, and just did a really poor job of it. I do not like that at all. As far as settings goes, there is very few graphical options and the game is poorly optimized. If you're, as I was in some of this footage, playing with a group of like 4 friends or something in a party and doing a whole lot of combat, no matter what PC you're running, it doesn't matter if you have a SLI GTX Titans and the best CPU and all that jazz, you're going to end up down to like 8 frames per second at one point, and that is just unacceptable in my opinion. They really need to work that out, and I don't understand how it made it past the closed beta phase and still not be optimized enough to run on good computers. Nevertheless, bad computers. There are some people that can't even play it. Overall, I have to recommend, well, I don't have to. I'm going to recommend that you try this game if you have friends to play it with. Give it a try, because it's free to play, and it's no risk. You can go download it on Steam, play it with friends. If you like it, play it a little bit more. If you don't like it, uninstall it. There is no risk. However, as I've said before, do not expect to get any extended duration of playtime out of it. Go into that, just know that, don't get too hyped up for it, and maybe you won't be too disappointed. If you enjoyed the gameplay more than I have or other people have, then let me know in the comment section below. Give me a reason to defend this game. Otherwise, certainly not something worth spending the extra money on, but it's worth, like I said, playing for a few hours at a time. As far as frugality goes, taking out the fact that it costs money, you know, as far as frugality goes, it's free, so go try it. Frugality! As far as a game goes, it gets like a 4, or if you're lucky, if you're with friends, a 5 out of 10. Not a good score at all. Thank you for watching this episode of Frugal Gamer, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and a comment below with your thoughts on Marvel Heroes. And otherwise, I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Hulk smash?
Yeah, Adam, you should just pick up cars and throw them. Because you might be more effective like that.
Did that Storm just pick up a car? Are you kidding me? She can pick up a car, but I can't?
Well, I mean, it's Storm.
That's because you're a little
Storm can do
bitch
whatever she
drinking out of
wants.
cups.